Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be doing a reading that's been highly requested since ever. And that is going to be on Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. And we're going to be doing just a deep dive into their relationship, their previous relationship as exes. And then everyone's been asking, like, will they get back together? And I'm like, personally, I'm like, they've been separated for a really long time. They seem to both be in relationships. I don't know why they would get back together. Just from a common sense standpoint. But, for y'all, you've been asking very nicely. People have been very kind and patient. And I'm like, you know what? Let's watch, okay? So, or I'll look into it. So that's what we're going to be looking at in here today. So quick reminder before I get into it, though. Remember, everything I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. Just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Also, as the day that I am recording, tomorrow, if you are around, March March 13th, 2025, if you're watching this right as it releases, on March, we're losing dates already, the Thursday, the 14th, I believe, no, the 13th, sorry, the 13th, I will be holding a live stream looking at Taylor Swift and her friend group at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to go check that out, you can go check that out. I will have it linked here right at the end of this video. Or if you want to go check on my community tab, you can check out and go notify that if you would like to join there. Otherwise, let's get into just the general energy of what was the general energy about their relationship. So, all right, let's get into it. So at the center of all of it, the Empress, it's like there was just never enough that each one could give. It's like this is one of like give, but it was never going to be giving to oneself enough. Why is this? Because also people were just on the move. It's like we got to go, 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 go. So just their general dynamic is one of, it's like we can't give enough to one another because we're always moving, we're always changing, we're always going this way, we're always going that way. Also, were they actually engaged at one point in time? And like they just didn't let the public know? Because this relationship, I don't like seeing the marriage card right in financial influences. Also, with the Empress card reverses is a card about pregnancy. And was there did they want to have a family, but just because they couldn't, but because of maybe busy schedules or things going on, like they couldn't actually have a family together? Because the Empress card reverse could also mean just like not being able to conceive a child, difficulties having a child, and the such. Also up here, somebody felt like their relationship was just for money or a PR move for some reason. I'm not saying that it was. I'm not saying that it was or wasn't. But I am seeing that like there is like that like we're here to just give each other money in a sense. The hopes and fears here as well with the star reversed. I know it's been said Joe did not like having their relationship very public. He's a more private type of person. It's like the hopes and fears here. It's like, I don't want this to be a huge, big deal. They didn't, like, their relationship in general was one of, it wasn't super publicized. It wasn't something super big. It was just something for them. And it does feel like I just want to be really low key about this. However, the unseen obstacle. Taylor was such a large star. Also, a lot of exposure. The Sun card upright. It's like everything needs to be exposed. Everything's out there. Our business is going to be scrutinized every single time. Yeah. Also, there was this weird codependency. I don't like seeing the lovers, especially in a negative aspect here, of it does feel like there was a weird codependency within this relationship, whether this was just from one person trying to be codependent or both of them being codependent on one another. But there is a level of codependency here between the two of them that was pretty unhealthy. What was going for them, though, was who they were in front of the cameras were definitely not who they were behind like in front of cameras versus behind cameras are two very different couples that I would say were portrayed. And I know that they weren't out there as much, but who they were in front of the cameras was definitely not who they were behind the cameras. And I think that was actually, we'll take a look at the like what was shown and what was behind. But yeah, it was two very, very different things, which I think was good for them. Because yeah, here in the past, yeah, they put out a lot of illusions of their relationship online. It's like there was a lot of thoughts. Also, because it's like with this card, I see it as a ghost. I see this as illusions. I see this as, it's like we're putting out, excuse me, we're putting out the story that we want others to see, not what is the reality of the situation. Then here in the future, the Justice card, they just couldn't keep it together. Also, I don't know when they did actually split, but there does feel like there was some splitting of assets. Yeah, there was a splitting of some sort of assets when they did split. It feels like, because it's like, it's not that we're getting away with stuff here. It's more like, yeah, there was some legal clauses and legal things that happened when we did split, and things were not that process was not an amicable one, I should say. There was some contention. There was tensions. It was not in my opinion, a mutual breakup. So let's take a look at a few things when it comes to Joe and Taylor. So I'm gonna look at specifically, who were they in front of the camera? What was like the energy that they wanted to show in front of the camera? And then I want to take a look at what was their relationship, if we can, behind the camera. So let's take a look here. Let's see, what were they kind of like, what was the, again, I did not watch them during this time. So what was the energy that they were trying to exude, I should say, for in front of the cameras? And I should say why. Let's take a look at what was that energy and why do they want to do that? So what were some influences that were kind of coming in and saying like, this is what we need to do and this is why we need to do it? So let's take a look here. What was the relationship and dynamic, and why did they want to portray that specific one in front of the cameras? So okay. So what they tried portraying in front of the cameras, from what I'm seeing, is that everything was fine, nothing was changing. What you had seen in the past from Taylor is what you were going to see in the present from Taylor. There wasn't going to be a change. However, why was this? Because the Two of Cups reversed. This is a disconnection. This is also a, again, I don't like the Two of Cups here. Two of Cups also gives me codependent type of relationships. It's like I rely on you for all my emotional needs. Seeing it reversed here, there's a sense of like we need to portray Taylor like how she's always been in the past, or like every single one of those relationships in the past, it needs to be applied to this current one whenever they're out in public. Why is this? Because we need to really showcase that these two are together, even though that they might have problems going on. We need to showcase them as the perfect thing, the perfect stuff, and not showcase the reality of that situation. Because why? It's because from a financial influence, this is Taylor's brand. This was Taylor's brand. This is what brings her in money, the legacy, the big money, her fan base, her community. This is what it was. It's like she was trying to be the same person to build that fan base up, to get all that money. Hopes and fears here, the Page of Pentacles. The investment that we put into this, the investment into the story, though, of what everything was, did not pan out. Also, there's a sense here of someone's coin didn't. Why did someone's coin not? Someone's coin wasn't good enough, or like there was like a comparative to like a big sum amount of money. This is like a little like I don't know. Is this something to do with like a ring? Also, it does feel like there's a sense of someone in this picture feels as though they did not approve of a ring. I don't know why. It's like the ring was too small. I don't know why. A ring was too small. The rock wasn't big enough. It was, but here's the thing. What I get is this is a very, whatever this was, it was a sentimental piece that was being offered rather than an expensive piece that was being offered. And my bells in my head are ringing ding, 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 ding. It's like, this also felt like a turning point within their relationship as well. I don't know why I'm getting that, but let's keep going. Also, unseen obstacle. I couldn't. There's also something here with kids. Not being able to have a family or kids, or just being too busy. Again, Page of Cups is the youngest card in the deck. Seeing it reversed. There's issues with children, maybe having children, conceiving children, wanting children, maybe being on the different pages of, do you want a family? Do you not want a family? And just making sure everyone's on the same page here, because also over here again the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Again, there was a disparagement in money. I don't know why, but there's a disparagement in money, and that's what was kind of being portrayed out. It's like, and that was kind of the negative thing here. It's like we need to portray Taylor or Joe to be bigger than they possibly are. Excuse me. And so like that boosts each other's statuses here, and someone just didn't like that. It's like, I want quality over quantity as a pop. Yeah, these two had so many secrets as well that were threatening to come out. Blind items. There's even more blind items, I'm assuming, in my opinion here, that haven't come out, but depending on how things kind of move here within the next year or two, and I might see some bigger blind items coming out. Not even just blind items, but some nasty headlines coming for Taylor revolving around her and Joe Alwyn's relationship. Because here in the past, yeah, they were just trying to avoid disaster in front of the cameras. These two might also have fought a little bit more than what we would expect. Because like it was portrayed as a really perfect type of relationship. Like it didn't have a lot of issues. But I think this relationship had a lot more issues than what people were imagining. Yeah, because we had to lay this relationship to rest in the future. And that's kind of what was going on in front of the scenes, or in the front of the scenes. Yeah, again, the hopes and fears. Again, I keep getting a ring, a sentimental ring, not an expensive ring, but someone said no because it wasn't big enough. I don't know what that all means, but take that as you wish. Maybe this is someone showing off the ring of like they want to give to someone, and they said, and people around them said, no, that's not good enough, or someone said no. I don't know. It could have a couple different meanings. So let's take a look at what was their relationship like behind camera, if we may know. Or what can we share out, I should say. So what was their relationship behind camera? Or behind the screens, behind things that they didn't maybe want being shown as much out to the world. Two of Pentacles reversed. Someone was completely out of control. Again, also children, issues with kids. They fought a lot about what's the balance here. You aren't balancing. You said you could do both, but you aren't doing both. You're only choosing one. I get a lot of selfish desires here. Again, I've seen this Two of Pentacles before with kids, with the little itty bitty buddy over here. And it's like, this is like her child, her pet. Like, this person, there was issues. There's a lot of fights around kids. If they wanted kids, if they didn't want kids, having a family. I'm pretty, because and this was all secret. There's issues with work, kids, valuing what is the home work life balance. we're trying to maintain this secret. These are coming out. Like, you said one thing and then you wanted another thing. Because from a financial aspect here, it's like you always wanted this relationship to be bigger and better, the best and brightest. However, you're falling on your sword, trying to reaching your wants, your needs, and your desires. Hopes and fears here is like you didn't want to settle down. You never wanted to settle down. You never wanted to build a home. You never wanted to build a family. You never wanted to put roots down anywhere. Someone didn't want to put roots down. And that was another big thing with this relationship behind the scenes. These two fought a lot more than what people would imagine. Because down here, unseen obstacles, 10 of Wands, someone always felt like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders and that they couldn't take it off. Also, so do I think anyone cheated? No. But do I think that there was emotional backstabbings where I think one or the both of them maybe went and vented to someone, and then those someones went back to Taylor and or Joe, and a lot of that came back, and so instead of talking with each other about the issues that they were having with one another, it turned into, oh, now you're talking to me, now you're talking to her behind my back, or you're talking to him behind my back, and you're not even telling me. There's snakes around both of these people that I feel like we're also trying to create drama, create music, create product for them to do and for them to work on. Because what I was going with this relationship was pretty hot and heavy, I will say. A lot of experimentation, a lot of exploring oneself, and just trying different things. Like, these two kept each other on each other's toes, where it was like, it was an excitement, it was fun, it was flashy, it was a good relationship. However, here in the past, behind the scenes, the death card, neither one was willing to change, and the change had to come. It almost feels like they could have changed together if they wanted to, but instead it's like they grew comfortable at a certain point. They both grew comfortable in whatever dynamic that they did have, and then they stopped changing themselves. So now it's like, okay, so you can't change with each other, so now the catalyst for you guys to change will now be splitting apart. And then here in the future, the Ace of Cups. You know, behind the scenes, they may be talking. In front of the scenes, I don't think we'll ever see them talking ever again. But I could see them, like, talking and actually communicating behind the scenes about certain people, places, and or things when it comes to their dynamic. Again, I do think that there was genuine love between the two of them. But there is a sense of, here in the future, it's like, with the sun starting to peek up over the horizon, it's just giving me the sense of, like, there is always a new sunrise. Tomorrow is always a new day. I mean, do they have a chance of maybe getting back together? Like, I don't know, when both of them may be single and in a healthier place in life? Sure. But do I see that actually happening? It's like a 20% chance, maybe a 10% chance that might happen. But again, circumstances need to line up in the right ways. Both of them need to work on themselves and heal. Because, like, if they're both going to come back to a relationship at the same point in time in life, and they're feeling like they're at the same point of where they were when they left that relationship, then why are you coming back to the same thing that you know didn't work before? So that's what I'm kind of seeing here for them. So what's kind of going on? So what is their dynamic in today? Like, how does Taylor feel about Joe today? So let's take a look at that really quick, and then we'll take a look at how Joe feels about Taylor, and then we'll probably just end it there. So how does Taylor feel about Joe in the current day? I know she is seeing Travis Kelce currently. If you want to go check out those readings that I've done on those two, you can go check out my playlist. I updated it not too long ago, so feel free. But let's take a look. How does Taylor feel about Joe in the current state, if we so may? Two of Swords. She's on the fence about him. Why is this? Ooh. It's like she's reminiscing about the good old days with Joe. It's because it's like she's at a crossroads in her life right now, and a lot of stuff's going to be starting to crumble down around her. And with Joe, I think she's also going back and realizing a lot of stuff that she was doing with Joe and their original relationship. Because down here up here with financial influences, the Ten of Swords, she's going to be at rock bottom here soon. Like rock bottom and like, oh, I'm going to be broke and desperate and penniless. No, but like rock bottom in a sense of like her career isn't going to mean that much. And so, like, everything, yeah. Because, yeah, she feels so trapped by that relationship as well with Joe. She's really in her feelings with all this blue, and she's looking at communicating this. This, I think, is getting channeled into a new album, is what it kind of feels like, with all the blues as well. It's like, I want to communicate this all out. I'm feeling trapped by my own vices. I'm feeling trapped by my own self, my own circumstances, and I want to get out. However, the unseen obstacle here, though, is she is loud, proud, and in charge of a lot of things going on around her. She is very, like, out in front in your face. She's got an ego about her, and she's going to be, I don't know why I want to say this, but she's going to be tribute. They're painting her as a tribute to whatever this whole shit show is kind of going on. And she's going to have a lot of people who are going to be fighting with her, who want stuff from her. And I think when she thinks about back looking at her relationship with Joe, we fought a lot, but I did really love this person, and I want to find balance within myself. Because here in the past, I acted probably like a bitch. But here in the future, I am seeing our previous relationship in a new perspective. And at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, it seems like Taylor is kind of going through like a major healing moment right now and reflection of like, oh my gosh, this is what was going on in that relationship. Because it does feel like there might have been a turning point where it's like, my career isn't going, like, it's almost like she's made it in her career to a point it's like, well, where do I go? And it's like, I can't go up, I can't go down, I can't go sideways. So I'm kind of just stuck. And now I look at where I'm at and I'm like, what's around me? Nothing. Okay, how does Joe feel about Taylor right now in the current day? So I also think if there is someone who would actually reach out first, it would be Taylor to Joe. I don't know if Joe would respond. I'm hearing no, but she would reach out. And I think, you know how individuals, when they're going through some like recovery and other things like that, like they'll write letters for forgiveness. I think that might be a step that Taylor might go through, not for like a recovery from like substances or anything, but for like a recovery for herself in kind of going through certain things. And whether she sends those letters or not is completely up to her. So let's take a look. How does Joe feel about Taylor in this current moment? A Queen of Swords. He sees her as someone who uses her words and is a very sharp businesswoman. However, she's wise, but she's also extremely isolated. He sees Taylor as a very, very lonely person who's all alone and who just doesn't have a lot of people around her, good friends, good family, good people that want to stand by her. Ooh, he also sees that she's going to get betrayed from a financial aspect here soon. However, his hope is that she's going to be able to cook something up, put something new out there, and just keep doing what she needs to do. However, he does not like Travis. He does not like Travis. Joe feels that like Travis is horrible for Taylor. He's like, why did you get someone so dumb? I don't think he thinks Travis is smart. I don't think he thinks... Does he think Travis is smart? He thinks Travis is smart in a business sense. Does he think Travis is smart emotionally? No. He's like, you're the one that chose that. Again, he just doesn't see like why Taylor accepted Travis. he just doesn't see it. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't, as he knows Taylor personally, he's like, Taylor, why? It's like, this is like the worst person you could possibly get for you, is almost what it feels like. There's also someone else around Taylor, a King of Pentacles. This is a greedy, selfish person around Taylor. He does not like this person. It's separate from Travis, who she's in a relationship with now. But there's someone else around her who's very greedy, very selfish. I think he's called this person a leech before. And I would imagine that Taylor, I don't know if Taylor knows this person is a leech. Yes, but she accepts it because of the person's help. But I think I look at it as, Joe. And this person's been around for a while, and he just sees this person as a giant ass leech to Taylor's side. What's going for this? He's also kind of healed on from a lot of stuff with Taylor as well. It seems like with the Five of Cups, it's like you're going through mourning. You're still going through some stuff. Here in the past, I don't like that. And then here in the future. So here in the future, the Ten of Wands reversed. It is like she does see Taylor having to take the crown off and actually figure out who am I when I don't have the crown on anymore? Who am I when I don't have the weight of my world on my shoulders? Who am I? Who do I get to be? Who am I allowing myself to be? Not what my team allows me to be. And I think that's kind of a big thing for Taylor that's going to be coming up that I think Joe sees. Here in the past, this Devil card. So is this like groups or organizations, like how I have been seeing it? No. I also just don't think that Joe liked the company that Taylor kept. I don't think he liked certain people. I don't think he liked certain organizations that she was a part of. I also see that he didn't like... I think he also sees that Taylor has kind of fallen back onto some old vices or old coping mechanisms that I think she might have left behind. Like she got rid of when they were together, but then she picked back up once they split. We'll go with that as well as other organizations. And then here at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles, he also sees that the industry has left her behind. The people don't want to fund her anymore. People don't want her to have more money or the such. So it's like, he's like, Taylor, these people that you were trying to get ahead of, well, they're kind of now going to be coming after you because you have more sway and power than them. So that's what happens in that industry. And then in the middle of the deck here, Seven of Swords. Yeah, you weren't going to be able to get away with shitty behavior anymore either with the Seven of Swords reversed. So that's what I'm kind of feeling here for Taylor and Joe. I know this isn't like a super big deep dive or the such, but that's what I've got for today. If y'all enjoyed, feel free to leave a microphone emoji down below if you would like, or just let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions. I'd love to hear them. Otherwise... thank you so much if you've liked, comment, shared, or the such. Helping that or doing that on the video helps others see it and puts my video more into the algorithm, which I really, really appreciate. Otherwise, if you want to book a personal reading with me, I do have personal in-person sessions, like face-to-face over Zoom sessions, available this coming weekend. If you're watching, so that'll be March 16th, if you are interested. March 16th, if you're interested. Otherwise, if you want to become a YouTube member, see videos like this early, get access to a ton of exclusive content, whether in live streams for old live stream content, which is for $3 a month, or if you want all of that, plus pre-recorded videos on topics that I don't discuss on that are for members only for $5. Go check that all out down below if you would so like. Otherwise, I just really want to say thank you all so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So, bye!